So, Sledge, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're a bit of a legend in PPW.
Yeah, that is true. I've got a bit of a status down at the facility. I've basically got Hulk Hogan status, but if he put the grind in and looked out for his friends.
That is a good definition. I love that. Oh dear. Not 20 seconds in and I'm already smiling. Sledge, I mean, how you doing, bro? You all right?
I'm doing good.
There you go, mate. Awesome. How's the Sunday going so far?
The Sunday is going fun. I've just been chilling out, staying up on wrestling, mentally preparing for the interview, informing the Sledge family about it.
Oh dear.
They're
What they said
excited.
about it?
They said my mum's excited, and the rest of the family are pulling through for me, and they know that I'll do a good job today.
I never doubt that, mate, and stuff like that. But let's also start what happened Friday. Daft Lads. How was that show? I was there.
Yeah, Daft Lads was fun. It was certainly a wrestling show that I've never seen before,
I say that
especially with a
again.
double singles match and G Money getting kidnapped.
I was trying to like not know spoilers, but you've already too late.
Sorry. I have a habit of not thinking before I speak.
That's totally fine. Don't worry about stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, let's be honest, man. Do you know what I mean? Every time they do a Friday night pursuit show, you never go away disappointed, right?
Nope, you never do. They always deliver in their own unique way. I mean, we had the first one with the Young Guns and HMD and Vanity. And then we had my hero Trent Seven against George Hunter. And then we
My
had the
favorite match,
Banger
by the
Zone
way.
collaboration. And then we had Daft Lads. A very wonderful combination of shows at their best.
Absolutely, and stuff like that. But like I said, mate, we're talking about your career in wrestling. So let's start at the beginning, mate. What made you obviously want to get into wrestling?
The main thing that wanted to get me into wrestling was the larger than life characters.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing these valiant, brave warriors battling it out for the entertainment of the audience. That's what really pulled me into it. I think I was 3 when I started to like wrestling. I randomly caught a clip of the Batista and Undertaker rivalry for the World Heavyweight Championship, and I thought that's what I want to do. So for years, I ate wrestling, I slept wrestling, I breathed wrestling. Wrestling was my whole life. I mean, sure, I had the doubters. The people say like, "Oh, you like wrestling? You do know it's fake, right?" Well, I weathered through the storm, and now I've ended up at PPW, and I'm having the time of my life.
I mean, let's talk obviously about PPW because you're under the tutelage. For me personally, one of the best trainees ever, Liam Slater. I mean, what's it like being obviously trained by him?
It's it's the greatest experience you can ever have in your life. How I like to describe Liam is I mean, there's a bit of Kung Fu Panda analogies here. He's like the Master Shifu of PPW. He's just so wise. If you ever need him to like fix something of a spot that you're struggling with, he just knows everything. He knows how to get the best out of you, and he just basically knows how to unlock your full potential.
Absolutely. What about Nathan though? Because I don't feel like people talk about Nathan a lot.
Nathan is a very entertaining character, to say
Say
the
that again.
least. When he wrestles, he always gives the audience a good time, even when he's shouting at them and going, "Size, big boy, size." But behind the scenes, he's very dedicated to his craft when it comes to the reels. Every time I've seen him, he's always thinking reels, content, content, content.
Yeah,
That's a cool guy.
absolutely. But then when you think about it, I mean, when PPW, I mean, their online exposure is just second to none. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely terrific.
Yep. We are operating on a global scale. Every week we're bringing in the best of the best wrestlers from all around the country just to show the world that, hey, pro wrestling can be fun.
There you go, and stuff like that. What was it like that first training session when you walked into PPW for the first time?
It it was nerve-wracking at first because I started on the beginner's course with 2 other people, Aaron and Danny, who I consider to be my day one friends. And yeah, wasn't easy at first, getting used to the bumps and the movements of the ring. But the more I repeated the movements, the more consistently I got with it. Everything just clicked within like a year, I'd say.
I mean, when I think of PPW, I mean, there's some incredible talent there, Joe. Trainees, you've got Alfie, you've got
Yeah.
Axel, you've got yourself. I mean, there's so many great people. Obviously, you train, but you've got to be proud of that, man.
Yeah, I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the fact that I'm training with all these amazing people, like you said, Alfie and Dee Dee, who are just a very entertaining characters in my eyes. Axel, who again created his own belt,
Mm-hmm.
legend status. And then we got guys like Leon Slater, one of the PPW OGs, who I once wrestled twice. I wrestled him in a beginner's course when he was taking over a session, and I wrestled him again when he came back from a TNA tour. And that was a very fun learning experience.
I mean, when you think about it there, you've got Liam Slater, you've got Nathan, you've got Leon Slater, you've got G Money. 4 incredible talent that you know to learn from, man.
Yeah. And they'll teach you a variety of things. Liam teaches you the technical basis of wrestling. Nathan teaches you how to get your content out there to the general public. And Gene teaches you how to be comfortable in your character. Because, like he always says, wrestling is about going out there and just being yourself and not holding back.
There you go. Talk about the Sledgebro thing. How this has all come about, because it's really unique now.
Yeah. So the Sledgebro name came when I did a training session. I think it was with Will Cruz when he was chopping everyone. And I was like 6 months in, and I looked at Liam, Posty, Malone, and Nathan. I said, I'll do it. I'll take one for the team. And they're like, are you sure? Because you think about it, Will's a very big guy.
Yeah.
I wasn't backing down. I was ready. Got myself in a corner. He hit me with the chop, and my soul physically left my body. I was like, but then Will did say that I was allowed to hit him with a revenge chop. So I got him with an Eddie Kingston special.
There you go. What do you think, obviously, with Will now being signed to WWE?
It's amazing. He absolutely deserves it. And I believe in 3 to 5 years, he's going to dominate the main roster and become a world champion.
I mean, that's a fair little assumption. I can't disagree with that. One thing that really drives me mad is the online part. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you've seen some of it.
Yeah, that's getting to me as well. Is every time I'm looking, there's always some people who's dragging him down, dragging him down. Even my mum, Mama Sledge, is getting sad by it. But I have to keep reassuring her it's because Will is new in the WWE bubble, and some people are gonna have to get used to him.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you're one of the biggest companies in the world. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't happen overnight. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So, what is a typical training session for you, mate?
Typical training sessions. I'll break these down quickly into the days I go, which is Monday, an occasional Wednesday, a Thursday, and a Saturday. Monday, do a one-to-one with Gene, work on fundamentals that I need, like my cardio, make sure I become a stamina machine, main session character stuff, and then the Wednesday, do some stuff for HMD, where we learn about the selling, staying down for stuff, working with the crowd and learning new strikes. Thursday, the fundamentals, where we just throw ideas at the wall and see what sticks. That's always a fun day. And the Saturdays are a good test of your endurance because you're hanging in there with the PPW elites, like the legends, the best of the best. It's always a good challenge for someone as tenacious as me.
I mean, I've been talking to you for 9 minutes, mate, and I've got the feeling you love a good challenge.
Yep, pretty much. Every time I'm in that ring, I'm always looking for a good fight. I'm always looking for someone that can push me to that next level.
Absolutely. So, have you actually been obviously on shows yet, or in houses they call them?
The only one I've been on was the PPW in-house show back in April.
Yep.
Which was an untelevised event. But I do have some clips of it lurking about on my Instagram. So people can get the full gist of what happened between me and the coach.
I mean, what's that like? Do you know what I mean? To be in the, it's one thing to train with the coach, but being in the ring with him, I mean, I imagine it's a different story.
Yeah, being in the ring with him, but also being in the ring with him when you're the main event.
Oh wow, okay.
Because fun story, I was meant to be the second match, but the other matches, Kane, Mo, and the tag match, went a little bit like either I don't know if it was overtime or undertime. So after Liam's match with Sky, he cut up impromptu promo, and he called me out to the ring. As soon as he said my name, everyone was like, Sledge, 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 Sledge. And if you look, my face is just like, what's going on? But I thought, okay, I got in there, looked at him, I told him, chill, chill, chill. He went, don't tell me to chill out. And he goes into like 2 minutes of just ripping into me, like, I'm gonna give you the beating that your parents should have given you a long time ago.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Just like fired me up. Then Gene passes me the mic. Go, what you got to say, Sledge? And then I just went for it off the cuff, showed my true heart. And the main hook point of it was that for 2 years I've been told you're not good enough. 2 years of being told you're never going to make it. Well, look at me now. I'm here at PPW.
You're in the main event.
Yep, main event. And I ended it with my signature catchphrase, keep on sledging, which got a massive reaction.
And that promo, was that impromptu, or did you actually just like completely went off the cuff?
It was both. It was impromptu, and the fact that it was off the cuff. I did not think at all. I was just going off of pure instinct, and also relating it and constructing a story around what Liam said to me, like the main hook point, the Sledge family, the fact that he's going to give me a beating, the fact that he said to Gene, I want you to tell this man. No, I want you to tell this boy. And I'm like, my God, coach. I didn't know you could go this low.
Oh dear. Liam's a weird one though, because he can do the face and he can also do the heel. I mean, we saw that Friday.
Yep. We sure did see that. Where he tried to blow everyone up. Not again. I keep forgetting. Right, stop. No. Oh, camera's going all over the place. Right.
I'm just trying to prevent spoilers because that show's not out yet and some people have not seen it.
All right, don't worry. I will take the full brunt of the blame for the spoilers.
Absolutely.
If people come out like, Sledge, why have you spoiled the show? And I'm like, it's okay. I'll take the blame, guys. My bad.
Absolutely. So one of the things I like to do is obviously let's play a game with obviously my guests. So I've got a list of categories here, and I want you to think of the first wrestler in PPW with this category. So, for example, if I say strength, who do you think of?
Will Cruz.
There you go. I should also point out that could have obviously been involved in PPW. That could be a seminar, performed on a Friday night show. Is that all right?
That's fine.
Yep. So the next one is speed.
I'm gonna have to go for Jet Marshall on this one.
That guy's just an absolute nutcase, by the way.
Yeah, he can move like a lightning bolt, and he's also quite terrifying in the ring. And every time I see him shout, "Who's the man?" I'm like, "You're the man, Jet. Please don't hurt me."
Oh dear! I actually saw on his Twitter that he has taken some time away from wrestling. So Jet, if you do watch this, mate, all is well.
Yeah.
So the next one, who's got charisma?
Charisma. I'm gonna have to go for Evan Bishop on this one.
Yeah, I see why you've said that.
Yeah, every time you see him, the guy just knows how to pull you in, tell a story, and just either get you to love him or hate him.
There you go. What about who's good at high flying ability? You can't use the same person twice as well.
Okay. Think outside the box here. I'm gonna go for someone new, one of the PPW new generations we've got. My buddy Arlo Thomas.
Okay,
Tom Tullian of UKW.
Okay, I'm surprised you didn't say George Hunter because that's the one I get mentioned a lot.
Yeah, George. He's good in the speed department as well.
You kind of touched on the mic work and stuff like that, but always good on the mic.
Good on the mic. That's a tough one. I have to go for Nathan on this one because as G Watts told us, Nathan will bury you with his shouting. No matter how many words you try and get in, he'll just go like, size, big boy, size. And you're like, okay, I can't. I have to let the man speak.
There you go. Who's got the best entrance? This could include music.
Best entrance. Okay. I'm right. I'm gonna use the PPW seminar rule that we've added, and I'm gonna go for my hero Trent Seven.
Yeah, I see why you said that. I mean, like, for people listening, and I can't stress this enough, go check out George Hunter from Trent 7 from Friday Episode. It's an absolute banger of a match.
Yes. It's a very fun match, and there's also a funny moment where Trent chops George in the middle of the ring, and he sends him to me, and he goes, "Hold him, Sledge!" Hits him with a chop, and then you see me just celebrating like, "Yes!" Like he's done.
Oh dear. Who's the best storytelling?
Storytelling. Ooh. That's a toughie. I'm gonna have to go for my good buddy Rex Heartless.
Oh yeah, these promos are really good.
Yeah, he knows how to entertain an audience. Good old Basty.
Absolutely. Who's got the best wrestling gear?
Best wrestling gear. Ooh, okay. Right, in terms of style, I'm thinking there's a lot of top contenders that I can name here, but I'm gonna go for Skylar Rose.
Okay, yeah.
Because every time with her gear, she's always upping it in terms of awesomeness.
Absolutely. Who's underrated or who's ones to watch in your opinion?
Ones to watch, I'd have to go for two here. I'd go for Mo Akhtar and OJ Barton. Those are two solid guys that are going to take over the UK wrestling scene sooner rather than later.
Absolutely, and stuff like that. So, because obviously you're involved in wrestling now, mate, Jeremy, do you look at wrestling now from a different standpoint, if that makes sense?
Yes, I do. I look at it more as like a critique of myself analysis rather than a fan, which has more disadvantages than advantages. Because, for example, when I watched my match back for the studying, I was like, "Oh, Brody, that wasn't good. Oh, Brody, that was bad." Instead of just thinking to myself, just enjoy it. Just enjoy the fact that you had a match, Brody. You achieved your dream, and you got to perform in front of the people that you love and you care about. Yeah. Very hard balance, but I find ways around it in the end.
Yeah, I imagine you do stuff like that. So, how do you juggle obviously wrestling life and personal life?
I find a little schedule with it now and again because I do college Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, and one of the Thursdays is my wrestling day. So it's very difficult to go from studying health and social care, trying to find a backup job for wrestling, while trying to keep going with the passion of wrestling, which I will always have, no matter how stressed I get, because wrestling is my one true passion in life. And the reason why I got to PPW is because of my late nan and Kath. On the beginner's course, she paid £180, which is the exact price. And all I can say is, without her, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Oh, it's incredible, man. So, yeah, I mean, the thing is, we could talk about PPW the whole thing because, like I said, I mean, I think for me personally, they're one of the top schools in the UK. Would you agree?
Yep, absolutely. Yep, best of the best. It's like I said in my Google review. If you want to come and improve your grappling artistry or just looking for a fun challenge, PPW is the place for you to test yourself against the UK's greatest grapplers, and you'll learn a good old few valuable lessons along the way, like the postmodern professional wrestler Liam Slater.
Now, you mentioned there, obviously, learning stuff like that. You've got four people there, which we alluded to there: Gene, Leon, Nathan, and Liam. What's the biggest thing you've learned from them all? If you could pick one.
Biggest thing I've learned is it would probably be to just slow down a bit. Because there are times in my wrestling where you'll see me get all hyper, like, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. And then in the heat of the moment, I'll accidentally catch someone wrongly. So that's like they always said to me, just slow down, take your time, and just let everything settle easy. Because there's also times where when I'm selling, I'll do a little bit of good selling, but not enough to the audience. So that's the thing I had to improve on. But hey, practice makes perfect, and just by all accounts, what I'm doing is trying my best. That's what counts.
Absolutely. So we've talked a little bit about the seminars and stuff. Now, there's been some incredible people at PPW. Which is like some of the like most memorable parts? Have you done all the seminars? Have you done some of them? Or
I've done the Trent Seven one, and I've done the Richard Holiday one, and on Tuesday I'm going to do the Mark Coffey one.
Okay, and what's the seminars like? Do you know what I mean? Because I don't really get to speak to people who do stuff like that.
The seminars are like I'll seriously, they're tough, but they are very rewarding at the same time. Because the person who's doing the seminar will put you through your paces, and it will test not only your physical strength, but your mental strength as well. But if you survive it, you'll learn a hell of a lot of valuable lessons that will A, help you to become a better wrestler, and B, to help you progress when you're moving up the rankings.
Absolutely. Now you mentioned there putting through your paces and stuff like that. Have you ever? How is your mental thing when it comes to wrestling?
It's do you mean like when it comes to like the mental health up here,
Yeah.
like
yeah,
it does get a bit stressful now and again whenever I'm doing a move and I mess it up. Because I have a thing now because of the tism. I always put my hands on my head as like a stress of like, oh, what we doing, Brody? Why we messing up? But all it takes is for a few people to say to me, Sledge, you're okay, you're doing well, calm down, and then I'm back in the game.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize obviously. Does autism obviously affect you in certain ways? In a way?
No, it doesn't affect me massively in wrestling. It's just there's times where I have to like control it, like with the whole getting hyped up whenever we're doing a strike trade, and we're like, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" Because I do tend to sometimes hit a little too hard and just not know my own strength. But I'm finding new strategies to use the tism to my advantage, which is a good thing.
Absolutely. So if I asked somebody you train with, how would they describe Sledgebro?
They would describe Sledgebro as a kind, genuine, caring person who always looks out for his friends, always tries his best, and will always go out there with no fear on his face and give everyone a sledge-tastic performance.
And also abuse like Lana Rossin and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, the abuse of Lana Austin started at Theomania when I broke my collarbone back in the summer. That was a dark time in my life. Then she was managing Will and Liam against Posty and the Music Man, and I shouted at her. I think I remember it was something like, "Hey Lana, looks like your clients ain't doing too well." And she looked at me, came over, and said, "I don't care if you have a poorly arm, I'll beat you up." And I was genuinely ready to fight her, Liam, even with a broken collarbone. My mum had to pull me out like, "Brother, you're injured, you're injured." I'm like, "I don't care. I will fight Lana Austin."
I can't wait for this to go out and Lana sees this.
Yes. Sorry, Lana. Please don't hurt me. And please don't send Rob after me because he's terrifying.
Rob is terrifying. Do you know what I mean? I've spoken to him and stuff like that. But I wish I was Mother Sledge. I forgot to ask.
The Sledge?
Mother Sledge.
Yeah, the Sledge he's good. He's fine. Sledge Jr. is holding up okay. After the debut match, he's just resting in the trophy cabinet. And there'll be a time where we will whip him out sooner or later for our next battle, whether it may be. We're always ready, and we'll always give the people a good fight.
Yeah. So you kind of misunderstood my question. I think, how is Mother Sledge?
Mother, sorry. Mother, yeah. Mother Sledge she's okay.
Okay.
She's
Okay.
she's one of my big supporters inside the ring, but there are times where she gets a bit overprotective. Not like overly protective way she'll mollycoddle. But there are times where if she sees me to take a rather nasty bump in the ring, she's like, "Oh, you okay, buddy?" I'm like, "I'm fine. I'm okay with the Sledge. Don't worry. I'm going." But yeah, it's like I talked to it with Liam, and she said, "That's just your mum looking out for you."
Yeah, it's like the mother's instinct. I think is what he's referring to.
Yeah, mother's instinct. It's just to look after the sons.
There you go. So, a few little more things, mate, begin to wind down. Obviously, now you've been in the ring, William Slater. What's the goal? What's the next step for you? What do you want to do now?
Next step is I've got 3 goals in mind for wrestling, and I'm going to take my time with these goals. Number 1 is to wrestle my hero, Trent Seven, in any type of match. Number 2 is to win a title, whether it be any title. Doesn't have to be a world championship. Could be like a mid card, maybe the in-house or a tag team title. And number 3 would be to compete in Progress Wrestling's Super Strong Style 16 tournament.
Wow, that's a big one.
Yeah. I believe it would be a perfect test of me to go against some of the hardest hitters in the UK today, like your Jay Joshua's, your Connor Mills's, your Nico Angelo's, your Luke Jacobs, and many more.
Absolutely. And one thing I really respect what you said there is like you're taking your time. You're not like saying, I want to do this in the next year. You're doing it in your own like stride, which is what I respect.
Yeah, that's the plan. Because I kind of agree with it with Mama Sledge. With the wrestling, WWE is the ultimate goal, but if I don't make it, it's fine because at least I got that chance to chase my dreams, to pursue the one thing that I wanted to do since I was 3 years old. And I get to hang out with the coolest people in the world as well.
I mean, I've said it once and I'll say it again. Do you know what I mean? PPW is just absolutely high. Do you know what I mean? I love everything about them. Do you know what I mean? The shows they do, the talent, the training. Do you know what I mean? You could talk about PPW for a full hour, right?
Yep. But I reckon I could probably talk about PPW for 5 hours if given the chance.
Absolutely, and stuff like that. So, Sledge, I was just beginning to wind down, mate. Do you want to plug your socials and stuff?
Sure. I've got the Sledgebro Almighty on Instagram. Also, I've also got a Facebook. I've also got a TikTok. Those are the 3 main sites where you'll be seeing more sledging awesomeness. Whether it may be more wrestling, potential vlogs, or just anything related to the wrestling. Because as people have noticed, I have cleaned up the Sledgebro account. Because Nathan looked at it and he went, "There's too much stuff there, Sledge. We have to separate Brody from the restless Sledge."
Okay, yeah, I see where he's going with that. So if people are watching this on YouTube, you may see the QR code above Sledge's head. If you scan that QR code, that would take you to his Instagram. Go and support him. He posts some incredible content, by the way. I'm just going to say that. Which you do, let's be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, my content is very unique because it's not one similar pattern. It always be randomized because my strategy is to always keep my fans guessing on the toes. Like, oh, what's Sledge gonna do next? Where is Sledge going?
There you go, stuff like that. So, Sledge, a couple more questions. If people obviously wants to get into wrestling and they're watching this, what advice would you give to them?
The advice I would give to them is always listen to any type of feedback that you get from your coaches, whether it may be big or small, because you never know if that feedback could make you become a great wrestler or if it could send your dream down a downward spiral if you choose not to listen to that advice. And also to just have fun in wrestling because too many times I've seen people in training take wrestling seriously, like it's a life or death situation. But in my eyes, like, yeah, there's times where we gotta up the ante in front of the audience, but it's just about having fun, just enjoying yourself now and again, just taking it easy.
I love that. That's a great thing to end on. Sledge, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us.
Good. It's been my humblest honor to talk to an absolute legend like you.
Oh, checks in the mail, yeah?
Yeah, I will.
Dear. So one final thing, everyone I interview gets to do the outro, so you can say anything you want, you can promote anything you want, and we'll end the stream. Sledge, over to you, bro.
All right. So, Magic of Wrestling people, wherever you may be on this strange little YouTube, hello, I exist. Have fun, and just remember to keep on sledging.